Hey, what's up guys? It's Matt with Sun City Tactical. In today's day and age, with the insane ammo shortage we've had the last better part of the year, going out to the range every weekend is not really realistic for most of us. It'll cost you an arm and a leg to get 50 to 100 rounds, and you're lucky if you can get anything but steel case ammo. So, what I recently found is a system called the Laser Hit. Now, this is a great way to practice the fundamentals of marksmanship at home without using live ammo and still get much better at shooting multiple calibers of weapon systems. So what I'm going to show you today is how the Laser Hit works with my EDC pistol, which is already cleared. The ammunition is in another room, so go ahead and put it in here for now. And this is the round that it comes with. So what happens is every time you squeeze the trigger, the firing pin goes forward, activates the laser, and it goes off for about 1/10 of a second, okay? And when you put this in your firearm, first of all, you have to oil it up. I already did that before we started filming. You just drop it in and ride the slide forward, and you're good to go, okay? So I practice this in what I wear every day, whatever I'd be wearing if I go out in public and could potentially have to use my everyday carry firearm. So the system itself comes with a variety of different targets, which I'll kind of talk about. But it's an application that you download on your phone. Now, the version that I got connects through HDMI to my television right here. I think it was about $130 for the whole system itself. But anyways, what I have set up here is a 1 to 4 scale target and 1 to 5 scale target. So meaning the target on the right-hand side is the size of a 1-to-1 target at 40 meters. The one on the left is the 1-to-1 target at 50 meters distance. And that's if you're standing 10 feet from your target, okay? So, once you have the laser in your pistol or whatever firearm you decide to purchase for the system, you're gonna go through the whole setup process on your phone. Now, once you set up your phone, there's a calibration that goes on. So if I bump the table right now, if I shake the phone or whatever, it's gonna reset the system. I'm gonna have to go through, kind of recalibrate everything. So keep that in mind. If you get this system, you have to be very careful where you put your phone. It comes with this cool little tripod, and I just kind of set it up in my living room like this. But you can put your targets on the wall or whatever the case may be. Anyways, this is how I run it. So I'm gonna give you a quick down and dirty. Once you set everything up on the app and it's connected to your TV, this screen's gonna come up. Now every time I go to engage my targets, I have to shoot this target on the right. That's your reload mark. So I'm gonna get in a good stance, ready to go, and draw my weapon, fire the reload. Now, it says commence firing. So you can set up your laser hit however you want. I set mine at the factory setting, so I get 10 rounds before it tells me to cease fire and reset. So I'll get 10 rounds myself, and every time I want to reload or reset, I shoot anywhere in this box on my target over here. So if you look, it's projecting from my phone to the TV of that target. Now, if I shoot up here, if I shoot down here, no matter what, it's still going to reset the entire system, okay? So, usually when I set this whole thing up, the first few times I'll just kind of go through, get familiar with it, and engage. Now, you can see, if you're watching the TV, it comes up exactly where I hit. So I'll keep doing that, just kind of get familiar with whatever I'm shooting at. Go for a headshot here. And then you can go to either target, whatever one you want to shoot at, right? And essentially, I'll just go through all 10 of my rounds. And this is just a familiarization fire. All right, so now that I've gone through all 10 rounds, I'll rack it so I'm ready to go again. It tells me cease fire. And this is my time. So in 1 minute and 4 seconds, I shot 10 rounds, which granted I was talking to you. But you can adjust your time setting as well. So it can time out, I think, as early as 10 seconds, and I don't know how far it'll go. I usually set mine to 1 minute and 20 seconds, so that way if I have friends or my wife is running through it, it's not going to time out on them super fast. But now I'm going to show you some of the drills that I like to run through with the laser hit. So the first one I like to do is, I call it the X drill, and essentially I'm going to shoot the left target's head, anywhere within the delta column or D column on my second target, right target's head, lower portion, and then I'm going to reverse it. So now I'm going to do head, bottom, head, bottom. Now that's 8 shots. I still have 2 more. So then I'm going to go across and hit center punch and center punch. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate it now. We good?
Sorry.
I'm going to demonstrate it now and show you what that drill looks like, okay? Usually I'll stand roughly 10 feet away from my targets, which demonstrates me being at 40 feet for the target on the right and 50 feet for the target on the left. I'm trying to be in the frame, so I'm just going to do it from here. But as always, once I begin the iteration, I'm going to go ahead and reset. I'm going to holster, and I'll begin my drill. So I'm going head on the left, lower portion on the right target, head on the right, lower portion on the left. Now I'm doing the opposite of what I just did. So now I'm going to go head, lower portion, head, lower portion, and then I'm just going to go across. Do a center punch on my left target and a center punch on my right target. And this is a very good drill for accuracy. As you can see, I shot a little bit low on one of my targets here. I generally like to keep it above this line on my 7, but for demonstration purpose, I'd say that's a pretty decent run. All right, so now I'm going to show you another drill that I like to run with somebody else. So my wife's holding the camera, and in this case, she's going to go ahead and be the person calling out my target. But you can do this with a buddy, a spouse, whoever's in the room, and they'll either call left target or right target. And this gives you a good opportunity to practice your draw or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go ahead and reset first. Holster. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, left. Right. Right. Left. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left.
Ceasefire. Okay, so that's a very practical drill for you to run through with somebody else. Kind of doesn't allow you to predict which target you're going to be hitting every single time. They can mix it up however they choose to do so. Now I'm going to show you one more drill that I like to run through, kind of about the same distance, and I use these smaller targets. So I get 1 to 8 scale and then 1 to 16 scale. And so that would be like a standard size man-sized target being at 80 meters and being at 120 meters. All right, so I'm going to set these up right here. Now, one thing with this system is if I put my hand in front of it, it sometimes causes the system to reset, thinking that I engaged the target, okay? So I'll probably have to reset once I set this little guy up on here. Okay, so in this case, it thought that I had began my iteration, which is fine. All I'm going to do is reset, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to walk you through how I do this one as I actually run through my drill. I call it the shooting star drill. And what I do is I am going to engage bottom left target. Now I'm going to do center top, it's a little off, bottom right. Now high left, high right. So it's like I'm drawing a star. Now that's only 5 rounds so far. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my left target. I'm going to engage center mass, headshot, and then I'm going to go across the top row. So now I'm going to engage top left, top center, and top right. Okay? So that's our shooting star. So it's like you're drawing out a star, then you go center, head, 1, 2, 3. Now, these little tiny targets are pretty hard to engage. Granted, after you run through it a while, you'll be pretty accurate, but like with me, I got one off the target completely. But that's why we practice. That's why we run through these drills to get a lot better at our fundamentals of marksmanship. And I can say that I think I've gone through about 10,000 iterations so far within the last month on this system. And I went out to the range about a week ago, shot roughly 100 rounds, and everything was spot on. So The only real con about this system itself is that it doesn't give you the real recoil, but when you engage a target, you have to go back, reset, and then you have to get used to getting that good grip again every time you shoot. So it allows you to work through a lot of things that you might have to work through in real life, and those things will come second nature to you. So anyways, I hope this this video was informative to all of you watching, and might give you some good ideas on how to work on your fundamentals of marksmanship without having ammunition and the ammo shortage that we are currently dealing with. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, and continue to protect what's yours. I'll see you next time.